Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to Super Mario Bros. 3 on the Super Nintendo, the All-Stars variety. This will complete the trilogy in both NES and Super Nintendo format. It's all we have left to do to complete it. Obviously excluding the lost levels. Oh yeah, the curtain's different. And they added music, that's right. Wait a minute, isn't this Super Mario Bros. 2 opening theme? Just remixed a little bit? Luigi, I wish that I could play as you. That's a nice addition. And there's the battle game, which I don't think was featured on the NES, actually. It's one of those 16-bit perks, I guess. So is it going to be better or worse than the NES? Well, let's give it a chance. I've always favored the NES with this game, but I thought the same thing going into Mario Bros. 2. And then look how happy I was with that video in the All-Stars variety. But the sound effects and stuff are kind of subdued. It's like that on the, in the original Mario Bros. 2. I haven't decided if I'm doing warps or not. I mean, I guess for one last look, we could not do them again. Oh, there isn't a raccoon tail. Why did I think that they added to this 3 to make it look more like a raccoon? Because a 3 looks like a raccoon. I don't know. Whatever. But hopefully the suckage is gone now that we botched up World 7 in the previous version. One would hope. That's right, the music is extra farty. Some good backgrounds going on. It's a nice little thing. It's nice to have all 3 on one cartridge. And I guess now we have all 6 on one machine. As long as you pay for the online subscription. It's really... It's not a bad deal. It's still kind of upsetting that they barely added... It pales in comparison to what's available compared to what was on the Wii and Wii U virtual consoles. But I suppose it's a different kind of something. So you can't complain. Are you going left? I'm not giving you a chance. There's that music, though. 0 out of 10, star music sucks. No, whatever. Yeah, I might do every stage in here. I might start skipping some of the ones. Like, I don't know if I want to do 2-5 again, but it was nice to see it. Try to make it a little bit shorter of a video. But I do want to see everything. Like, I'm curious what World 6 looks like on the Super Nintendo. Because I don't remember. But oh man, what do we talk about? In for the long haul once again. In very short succession after just doing the other one. Where are the words? I don't know, The drums were more prominent there. The 5 still has the hook on the left. Interesting, I guess. Get another mosh? Nah, Fireflower stepping on up. 16-bit, baby. No, I don't know what it is. It's a bunch of garbage. No, it's fine. No graphic glitches on the edges of the screen. That's nice. I was just at the store looking for a shipping container and buying some tape and putting together a package for Valentine's Day. And let me tell you about Valentine's Day greeting cards. They were like $11, so I didn't buy one. I'm gonna find an alternative. Why don't you make one for yourself? Get out the crayons. Okay, Mom. I mean, it is a... okay idea, I guess. Crayons and everything. How do you say that word? Do you say crayons or crayons or crayons? I don't know. I miss coloring. I'm sure there's YouTube channels that do that. That's a good idea, dude. Let's color. Just every day, pick a page, color, and talk. I'd be good at that, I think, with the way I ramble about nothing. It could be something like a sister channel that is not monetized because it takes forever for that to happen these days. Count your blessings. Well, what a stupid thing. What do you do for a living? I color. That's actually awesome, though. Amashi. That almost sounded Japanese. Amoshi. Amoshi with a vegetation problem. Alright, we skipped one whistle. Are we going? No, we're not going for it. Yeah, I don't know. Something just feels lacking compared to the NES here. It's the grayscale, man. They turned the grays blues and they made the music go instead of how it used to be. A little bit weaker than it used to be. The fortress is not dark tonight. It's extra blue. Whatever. I'm glad I'm being goofy, though. I've been feeling pretty rough lately. Like, I've even been trying to drink energy drinks just to, like, get pizzazz going here. And it's not working like it used to. Like, nothing works like it used to anymore. I don't know what's happening in this world. But I got 99 coins. But a 1-up. Same spot as last time, huh? I guess that's always how it does it. What do we got? Do we got this? Oh, they don't have the starry one. Well. Okay, are we gonna remember that flower? Probably not. Oh yeah, the underground looks different too. See, in some screens, this grassy terrain is welcome. In other ones, you miss the NES thing. It's kind of like in Mario 2, when they got rid of Orange Chocolate Arena for Legos. In the boss chambers! Rebecca Chambers. Well, that's weird. The camera didn't show the piranha. All the little changes. Are we gonna get a second mush? No. Well, get ready for it. The All-Stars. It's coming. I like the grassland music on the Super Nintendo. It's kinda special. I'm feeling Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I've been trying to practice the first game, and my god, do I suck at it. I hate Sonic 1, actually. I'm learning to hate it. Like, the design is so terrible. You ship a game, you build it with the whole purpose of the character. His whole thing is going fast, so the player's naturally gonna want to run top speed, but you know what happens if you do? Enemies, spikes, like, in the worst possible things. It becomes a slow, you have to play it like a slow platformer if you don't know what's coming up. The only other option is to memorize every little thing, and then you could go fast. There you go, there's the little jingle. It's a nice sound. Once upon a time, I think during the Sonic Mega Collection days on the GameCube, I took the time to get at least decent enough at Sonic 1 to be able to beat it. But that was many years ago, and I've lost all of that knowledge. Sonic 2, I can at least retain some of the stuff. I might not be as good as I used to be, but... Point being, a recording of that is far more likely than Sonic 1 at this point. Hey, he's not a dog! That's right, they changed what they transform into. And now it's nighttime. Something I thought it always was, but on the NES it wasn't. It was kind of more of like a daytimey background. It's just a different coat of paint, right? That's all it is. That's only decoration. That's only in the morning. Yep. I don't know which one's better, really. Would you guys buy a Mario Maker 3 if it happened? Because I really don't know if I would at this point. Even if they did add everything that's not there. It just seems like a really cool idea that has kind of like deflated over the years. Whoa! Especially having just completed that Super World, 40 courses. If they made another one and reintroduced that feature, I don't know if I could do that again, man. I guess there has to be a reason for it, a motivation, such an aggravation. Like these dudes back in the day, they had motivation because they needed to sell the game. Oh yeah, her letters are different and all twinkly. Here we go. This is kind of how I remember it looking. I guess I forgot the NES version is so green looking. We're singing songs, but not really because we never learned how to sing. You stupid dope. Yeah, I'm not doing the pipe this time. We're just booking it. There's definitely something about those pipes, though. Like a P-switch or something? I don't know. We're coming up to the Grayscale Fortress. It's not going to be Grayscale, though. I know for a fact that that one is definitely better on the NES. In terms of eye pleasure, eye candy. But what happens if you don't like candy? Who doesn't like candy? Well, when you get older and your teeth get sensitive, then candy's a monster. Same with chocolate. Hey. One step closer to the mush, and you know what that means? We're going to Green Apple Grayscale Pipe Fortress thing. And I have Green Apple Energy here. Oh, I mean, it's gray. But it's not the same. The background does a disservice here. I liked the pitch black. And the pipe's not even as dark green as it used to be. Yeah, grumbles and grumbles. Back when I was your age, we didn't have all these newfangled graphics. And this, too, it's not going to be gray, is it? Nope, look at all this brown. Perhaps it's a lesson in minimalism. And he's not the Batman colors, so dumb. Yeah, I don't know. It really, I think it is just Mario 2 that this All-Stars version really did a great job with. I mean, it's all good, don't get me wrong. But just preference-wise, I think I prefer the NES with this game and the original. Or the first game, rather. Okay, I remembered. Did we? I don't even think we got this card last time. Who knows? Alright. Sorry I'm so, like, blah right now. I don't know. I'm trying to shake it off. I'm trying. It's just been extra hard for some reason lately, like I was saying. The star looks like a slice of cheese in this game. That'd be good right now. A nice wedge of cheese, just gnawing it like a beaver, because they eat cheese. Pick a box! It might make you happy. Ooh! And the leaf is brown instead of green. What is it, autumn? Do you say autumn or fall? I think autumn is a US thing. So I was told. Remember this stage? There's a star. I'm going for it. Yeah, my mother's not speaking to me. So that's a worry every day when I wake up. And that stupid Zelda video, man. The one with the rankings of the dungeon. Every day there's a comment on there, like, oh, this is so stupid. So that's a nice thing to wake up to, too. It's like first thing, the very first thing you see is like, this video sucks. Like, thanks. Good morning to you, too. I don't know. There we go. But I don't want to delete the video because it is getting recommended to a lot of people, and I need all the help I can get right now. And I don't want to disable the comments because in the video I tell people to comment what their favorites are and stuff. Loud car going by, that's fun. Super loud. Whatever. Yeah, when I was walking around the store, I literally was just moseying down the aisles. I wasn't even paying attention. Just like a zombie. Just staring. Just trying to think. Trying to just remember where my brain is. And, recall any kind of idea. Come up with anything. Trying to figure out what more I could add to the package I want to send out. And nothing was coming to my mind. Well, there you go. I didn't die till World 3 last time. No, that's not a good sign. But I think it's a side effect of everything going on lately. Too much time inside that the next time you're in public, it's like you forget how to be normal. Like, I sprinted away. I didn't sprint, I speed walked away from where the greeting cards were because they put them in the stupid section out in the open in the main aisle so everybody can see what cards you're looking at, and obviously they're not paying attention at all. They don't care what you're doing. They wish that you were dead. But in your head, you're like, stop looking at me. I don't want you looking over my shoulder. Get away. Ah! And so I had to leave. I couldn't do it anymore. Could not be in the center of public attention like that. I hated it. It was getting to me. So I ran to the back corner of the store and just started zombie mode again. Just trying to figure out what the heck am I doing? Because I have no idea why I'm here. Why am I walking here? And that's the kind of mental state I'm in lately. Oh wait, that's a feather, isn't it? Or a leaf, it's not a feather yet. Yeah. I was in there so long, too, that I saw some teenage girl. I'm assuming she was teenage, maybe like young 20s. Just working, I don't know, doing some stuff, whatever she had to do. And I was in there so long that by the time I went out to my car, I saw her coming out to leave, whether she was going on break or going home for the night. And I just like that moment, I sat in my car, and I was just sitting there thinking about stuff. I'm not gonna fight those guys because we don't need the whistle. But we'll get the frog suit. Yeah, I don't know, I was just recalling the retail life. That age range. When you hate everything and the last thing you want to do is work in retail, and you can't wait to get out of there and make something of yourself, so you think. And some people do. And it just made me think, like, even back in that age, I complained about everything. And now we come to that, what's that, proverb or whatever, where people are like, you don't know what you got till it's gone. I'd go back to that, just for the sake of every day you wake up. And you actually have energy. Things aren't broken and messed up in your body. Like, you can actually wake up and think about what has to be done rather than like, oh, what's ailing me now? Like, I don't know. There was just so much, like, I would go back to it. I'd stock shelves, whatever. But not now, though, because if I do it now, it's extra sad. Hey, that's new. He wasn't that in the other game from Mario 2. I don't think. Maybe it was. But yeah, stocking shelves and that whole retail stuff, that's why you see so many teenagers, young 20s people, because that's the age that you do that stuff, while you're waiting to get the foot in the door to do the other stuff. So if you do it later, the only time you do it later is if you're already underway, and you and the wife are having trouble financially and you need some extra source of income, so you pick up a retail job off the side. You work 2 jobs. That's normal. But if that's your only thing, then it's just a recipe for social disaster and for people to say crap. Obviously, however you make your living is fine. But I don't know, man. So many thoughts. Like I could feel it every morning. The diseased brain is back. Just that whole being stuck in the past, I guess. Where, like, stuff like that, I feel like it is exclusive to teenage young 20s. Been thinking a lot about the kids I grew up with for 18 years of my life or whatever, 16 years, the same 20, 30 some odd kids. Actually, it was even more than that, but I didn't really know everybody. But I'm doing my best to avoid opening those yearbooks because I know I'll be like bedridden for a week if I look at those things. But it makes you wonder. Like, you would hope that they're all doing well, but did they ever get that urge? Did they ever think, hey, let me check out the old yearbooks? Yeah, Karibo shoe. She didn't say that in the other game. Top of the water is different. Very Mario World. I don't know, because like that's another thing today I spent like 30 minutes dwelling on this one particular thought associated with the yearbooks. Like some of those people, I just picture like the class of 20 or something. And if some of those ones that I haven't really talked to since looked up my picture and then like for some reason thought, oh, I wonder what he's up to today, and then they actually found out what it is I'm doing, I could just imagine the reaction, just the judgmental laugh, and then be like, oh my gosh, see, it's a good thing we didn't really talk to him, or I could have told you he was gonna amount to something stupid like that, you know? And I don't know why I care. That's the thing. It's like, by this point, they don't have the same last names. They're married. I bet you they have kids. They're living a happy life, and good for them. I'm glad. I hope everybody's doing alright. It's just weird being that, like, outside one that hasn't really quite found it yet. And so all that you have to do is think about it all the time. And I guess that's why it's important to stay busy, so that you can only focus on the present and the future, not the past. How did he not hit me? That was nuts. I've been having dreams about sleepovers at my friend's house, like dreams of my friend's parents. Like every night, just, I don't know. It's all playing off of some guilt or something that's like sitting in my brain attacking me right now. Oh yeah, Big Bertha, huh? Alright, let's see what you've got. This is where I started to fall apart last time. Got it. No problem. Whoa, hey, don't get cocky. There we go. See, that's what happens. First try, nice. At least, I mean, we may have died already, but at least I did that in one go. Soap World 7 has a little bit of cleaned up performance. But yeah, due to the nature of the world, my sister and I had to cancel going to my grandmother's funeral after already paying for the tickets. So that's the problem here. That's the core reason I think why my mother is no longer speaking to us. And so there's guilt with that. Even if the reason is somewhat legitimate, and like I have a cousin who travels all the time for business, and he knows all about that kind of stuff, and he didn't go. So it's not like we're the only idiots that shunned the family. Like, if times were different, we would have been there, absolutely. But everything that's being made up after the fact is making me feel like I made the worst choice in the world. Like, it would have been better to go and get coronavirus or something. So I don't know. It just makes me wonder. It's just another one of those things added to the list now of like, is that ever gonna be the same? Or are we, like, how do we remedy this situation? I'm not doing 4. Let's bring the frog suit into 5. I'm not sure if I did this last time or not. I like the backgrounds in here too. I think the core thing, just to finish my rambles here, which I apologize for, but I guess I need to get crap off of my chest or something, I don't know. You figure that handful of people in those yearbooks, they're gone. My mom and her whole side of the family suddenly have, like, this thing where it feels like they might as well be gone, too. And, like, all that's left is really just the same old crap. And the new bodily ailments and, like, the same old mental conditions, too. So it's like, again, kind of going back to what I said in that other video, the it gets better people are full of absolute shit. And actually, the person who came up with it gets better ended up killing themselves. Which is sad. Horrible. I'm, like, not trying to be like, haha, see. I'm just saying. I don't know what I'm saying, actually. We're gonna get a million frog suits? Nah, I don't know, whatever. It was the best of times, and it was the worst of times. Ah, nuts. See, put the negative energy out there. We've been through this 800 times, still haven't learned. Man, could you be any worse at the thing? Surely this will be a frog? No. We had like 5 of those by the time we got to this toad house. This one should be something special all the way out here, but I don't think it is a guaranteed anything. Nah, it's a mushroom. Yeah, I don't know. I think the hardest thing to sit with all of this crap that I'm spewing, is just the fact that when you do the math and you think about the age, like all of that, everything that was ever once important and at the forefront of my existence is gone. And now it's just this. So it makes, like, how can you not look back and be like, okay, so 30 years, give or take, for what? Like, now what? It's like, what was the point of all of that training, if you will? All of that time spent with this particular thing, or this particular someone, or group of people, just for it all to vanish one day? It's not right, man. Doesn't feel right, at least. And so I think that's why it's easy to look at those people, those retail workers who are going home for the night, and just have like a whole mess of thoughts. You could write a whole book on all the thoughts that come up when you see that. Just a person getting in their car. I swear that there is like a whole novel I can write behind that one visual. Because when you're in that person's shoes, you don't even know. You have no idea what's to come. You just are hoping that all these things the adults have been telling you this whole time and all this education that you're focused on and stuff, it's all gonna turn into something. You have the ever forward trajectory in your mind with an understanding that sometimes crap happens and people fall behind, but it's a story that hasn't affected you personally yet. So in a way, you don't actually believe that it's gonna happen. So you don't really prepare for the huge setbacks. So all you have to do really is grumble about going to work and how you can't wait to get out of there and, you know, be some corporate person or whatever. And every generation is going to have those shining examples who do just that. Just the non-stop improvement. Like everything is a promotion. So I don't know. It's weird times we're living in, man, that's for sure. Between the virus forcing a reset switch on everybody, basically. Which in turn then gives all the outsiders who never really got there and have been praying for a reset switch of some kind a redo button. Can't ever get that one. But it's like now's your chance to make a move if you want to play catch-up, while everybody else is forced to be on pause. It's like a get-out-of-jail-free card in a weird, twisted, not really accurate way at all. But there's something. It's like a little window to kind of cover up the idle time that you have otherwise been doing in the better times. You following the weird logic that my stupid brain is doing? I don't know, man. I'm just spouting random crap because that's what you do when you're stressed out. Then you got the GameStop stock situation where it's basically a handful of nobodies just threw a huge wrench in a system that has made people so much profit. I don't even really know what's going on there, but I just know everybody's talking about it, so. It's weird, it's like we don't have any wars, there's nothing really major going on so far in our lifetimes, but there's a lot of internal stupid crap. But it's no different than anybody else who's ever set foot on this planet before. Just read The Grapes of Wrath. You want to know hardship. So that's the thing, like I could sit here and moan about how I knew what to do with the pieces that I used to have, but I don't know what to do with these new pieces. I don't know what it all means. Yeah, well, some people had to give up their whole life and go travel elsewhere and try to make life work. And all my crap is just internal, really. It's so dumb. But then there you go, you know, where's the brain go next? Knowing that, now you have that newfound resolution, you resolve that problem, you know where the source is, it's yourself. So what's the next chain of thought? You're the problem, you're the idiot. And where does that go? It's all choices. Like my one uncle said, you can get bitter or you can get better. But that's just one of those blanket statements that just kind of generalizes it all and makes it seem easy. What a bitter thing to say. Oh, man. Wendy O. Koopa. What's the O stand for? Has that ever been written? Hey, look at that Super Mario World dino dude. Shift gears. Let's think of something happy. First gear. It's all right. No, wait, that's third gear. Wait, hold on. Think about the gears. Faster, faster. It's all right. No, I can't. Little GTO, you're really looking fine. Something, 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 something. Something, something, something. Something. I don't know. You know what he says? Something. I used to know that song. It was on my very first CD I ever had, the Best of 60s Surf. And you bet your butt that little GTO was on there. It's weird you look back at the past like that, and it seems like happier times, there was a lot of stuff that was messed up about those times. It would not fly today, that's for sure. Stupid times? No, I don't know, whatever. Ha 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 ha! Oh, nuts! Don't do it, don't you dare toss that donut! Alright. Wendy. She's always been a cruel mistress, whipping those donuts around. Rings. Man, we gotta do the whole ship again. Can't it just put you back in the boss? That would be too easy. Who do you think is the toughest Koopaling? I'm telling you, it's Wendy. The other dude might shake the earth. I don't know, something about Wendy. She was always that barrier when you were younger. You get to this airship and something about her just always seems to put a damper on the situation. But that bow, though. Oh, well, we're screwed. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that. Interesting. Not really, maybe. That would be a mechanic. I could see people designing a whole level around that. Bowser's Fury is coming out. The trailer for that looked kind of interesting. Depending on other finances, it might be a thing to consider. Oh, the forehead bow. That was all bow. The bow wouldn't kill you. I don't know, man. I feel like everything's worse this time. We're supposed to be playing better. Sonic the Hedgehog, do 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 do. That's what you gotta say. That's what the music does. Too bad. My cousin on my mom's side of the family. Used to hang out with him all the time and watch him play Sonic 1. I'd love to recreate that nowadays and just kind of do the commentary while he plays, because he was good at it. I don't know if he's really ever played it. He's an adult, doing his own thing. Probably hasn't played Sonic in several decades. You hear a lot of older people say that, though, like, whenever they're asked the question of what's one thing you wish you could tell your younger self or that you wish you had paid better attention to, their answer is almost always health. Like, they wish they didn't eat as much crappy food because it catches up to you, man. And so just like I was saying, where before you would just wake up and it's like, energy, it's just there. And you could just do so many things nonstop. And then all of a sudden, it's no longer like that. And there's all this like lack of energy. And I don't know, maybe it's just the food. If you start eating better and exercising, it could revert. But I feel like it would only revert so much. It's never going to be quite like it used to be. The white block contains magic, if you care. Bling, bling. I like this music. Yeah, what's that Gandalf thing? So do all who live to see such times. Something about all that we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. Well, that's another thing I was thinking about in all of this random brain turmoil. If given the option to just put it to rest and never have to deal with anything living ever again, or at the end of all things, you're given the chance to redo it with a little bit of knowledge to make some changes, like live the same exact life. Like when you die, you come back the same year you were born and relive it all. The world resets to do it all again, but you retain a little bit of something to make different choices this time around. Would you choose to have another go at it with a few different choices that you, like a lot of your bigger regrets in this life? Or would you just say, nah, dude, pull the plug, I'm done, I'm not going back to that crap? Because I don't know. I so desperately want that closure that I would almost go for the second run. The new game plus, if you will. And that's how ghosts are born. The never-ending search for closure that you can never get. Some things just never do have closure. And you have to accept it, but it's not easy to accept. And so then you open cabinets and say, boo, don't live in this house. I was supposed to close that cabinet. You can't do it. You told. And then people say, let's get out of here. Why do ghosts throw chairs and open cabinets anyway? Can't they do something better than that? I'd be a terrible ghost. I'd be the kind of ghost that the living people would make fun of me, and I'd go cry in a corner as a ghost. Even though I'm the one who's supposed to be scaring them. They're scary living people that are successful. I don't know. A lifetime of massive crying. Gadoo-gadoo. So it may seem. Anyway. This is the jumpy little sucker, yeah. I think if you were to watch this video and then go watch one of my earlier Zelda videos or something, we would find that not much has changed in the mental department. Isn't that a shame? I don't know, hopefully stuff turns around at some point. It sucks that you can't pause time. That's the real issue here. Like, if you had all the time in the world, you could make 800 mistakes, and then finally get on track, and it wouldn't matter. But in this life, it matters. And people hold you against it. I actually saw somebody on Twitter saying something like that. I don't know, they used one of those common sayings like, make the most of your time or something, and they were like, time's gonna change. I don't know what they said. Time's gonna move the same regardless of if you're smart or not. So the real saying is, make the most of your priorities, or I don't know, something very PR like. I get so angry at all the stupid little things. I see a headline and I'm like, stupid, I'm gonna get you, boy. Is that a masculine thing, though? You always hear about, like, the grumpy dads that just are, like, so fed up with crap, so they just sit in their recliner and like, oh, I don't have time for that nonsense. Like, something obviously happens in the course of a lifetime to create that kind of middle-aged individual who just doesn't care anymore. Hey, the water level's different. What are you? Ooh. Wait, can you still walk off of here? You can't. I kind of started to swim, but the water is significantly lower. All of this was underwater on the NES. Weird. It's probably the most significant change so far. One of my friend's dads at his wedding said, "What is it you're doing now, Billy?" And I just, you know, said the generic thing, still looking for a foot in the door with my degree or whatever. And he's like, hey, even if it's shoveling shit in a bag, if it makes you happy, that's what really matters. And then I went and told my friend that, and he's like, I don't know if you should really take that to heart. Because, yeah, I don't know. It was like a half joke, half serious. But I guess it's true. I just go chill with some monks or something. But like, how do you not just freak out that you're just sitting Indian style all day long? Or whatever it is that you do. And they'd be like, son, come here. I don't know what they would do. Slap me. I think that is the problem. We don't have any quests. Nobody, like, forces you to do anything. Just do what you want. There's too much of that do what you want, you got mass freedom thing, and that's how you screw up. But then it goes back. I don't know, dude. I don't know. So dumb. Just tired of it all. Tanuki suit. It looks more teddy bear fluffy. I guess it doesn't matter what you do, but it matters who you are. There's that piece of the argument, too. Like, if you were to sit down with somebody and start talking, oh, wow, lose the Tanuki suit already. Thanks. How long will they sit there is what I'm getting at. I want to know how much people are interested in what you have to say, because if they are not, you are just a dope. This is a Tanuki suit, right? Yeah. I'm sure other people know that feeling when you sit down with somebody and all of a sudden it's just you and them, and they just want to talk. And then there's that pressing dilemma of like, what the heck do you talk about? What do you say or do? And how do you sit? How do you look relaxed to the point that this person's gonna stay there for a little longer? Because more often than not, if you're boring from the start, most people are out of there, man. That might be an introvert thing. More so than anything. Let's go big. Well, that's like another thing. You don't even have to worry about it anymore. We're past that. The days of like going to a bar in college and sitting there hoping to talk to people, like those days are gone. It's not happening. Doesn't matter anymore. The platforms change. It's like a new console coming out, man. Actually, it's not like that at all. Ah, the donuts aren't brown. How stupid. I liked the brown donuts better. Chocolate is greater than strawberry, but hey, we're not doing the pipe stuff. Just getting on with it. Good. I am very interested in what happens in people's brains, though. I want to know about those quiet moments. The voice that you never bring public. Donkey Kong Jr., what are you doing outside of a go-kart? That's weird. Why World 4? Because he's giant? This is just the flame ship, right? This one shouldn't be too bad. I forget who it is. Roy. No, Roy was 5. I don't know who this is. Yeah, maybe that's why I studied psychology. One of many reasons. I just want to know what people think that guides their choices. I feel like too many people keep quiet the stuff that I spew. Which makes me feel like an insane weirdo, but somebody's gotta be an insane weirdo too. You're not supposed to air out your dirty laundry, they say, or whatever. You always have to wear that confident face and make it look like you know what you're doing. Lead with your strengths, or whatever. And so people don't open up. I mean, it's bad conversation anyway, so... It's good that they don't, I guess, until it overloads and bad things happen. But that doesn't always happen. Nuts! I know, you gotta get up there. Remember I lost the Tanuki suit? If I could get up there, there is a way to do it. You could avoid this mess of nonsense. Ah, well... What? Aw, oh, come on, don't make me have to redo this, please. Is there? There we go, World 4 has an item. That's weird, I thought it was like 5 and 7 or something. Iggy, don't you dare. Nice haircut, though. What is that, a quiff? Iggy doesn't have orange hair. But back then he did. I wonder what women our age are gonna look like when we become old. Because, you know, there's old lady hair because back then everybody got the same haircut and it affected how their hair grew by the time they were old. And what about all these people who dye their hair a different color every week? What's gonna happen? World 5. This is the leftward moving star to the chain chomp face that got me all messed up last time. So you know what we're not gonna do? That. We don't need a star. Just get to the end, man. Sorry for all the nonsensical rambles. I thought we were beyond this, but no. I just duct taped the hell out of my phone, man. My old phone, the battery's poofing out. It's gonna explode one day right next to my head. Because I leave it next to my head. And, I don't know, I just... sometimes I put on YouTube videos without actually watching them. Just, like, to support people if I don't have time. I'll put on one of their videos, give them a thumbs up, and let all the ads play out and stuff. So it's just kind of like a background device. Just to boost YouTube statistics for people. And then, of course, I actually watch stuff on my other phone. Or my computer or something. But yeah, that thing it's on its way out. And the battery has poofed so much that it's pushed the back of the phone off. And the phone shuts off. Because the battery, like, won't fit in the proper place anymore. And then, like, the cover, too. Like, I have to use all my might to try to lock it in place. So I just duct tape the crap out of it. Just to try to hold it on a bit longer. But I don't know what's gonna happen. It might explode and leak acid over my face, and that'll be it. So I'm not really talking about the game. I mean, it's Mario. You run, you jump, you get some things. The Tanukers. And hopefully we can beat Bowser with that or the hammer suit this time. Or somebody. But I haven't exactly been playing better. Yeah, why was she telling us about the shoe in World 2? You don't see it until now. Did I tell you I got Day of the Tentacle remastered? I think I did. Thinking about doing that, but... yeah. I saw some dude who's like been doing YouTube stuff for 12 years is going on hiatus. And his reasoning was, it's not enough to be entertaining. Like, you need better quality or something. Got me thinking a little bit. I do wonder how long this YouTube thing's gonna go. Like, just in general, not me on YouTube. I just mean the platform. Because if something ever did go horribly wrong, you know how many people that would mess up? And I feel like... oh, that's nice. I feel like there's no good support for it. Like, there would be petitions and things on other websites. But how often did those really amount to something? I feel like at the end of the day, it would be like, well, yeah, you were the one who made that choice to put all of your stock into YouTube. So it's like, only you are to blame that it's gone way of the pear, or whatever. What is that? Why is it so easy to be, like, horrible to yourself, but then the same thing applied to somebody else? Suddenly there's more care put into it, like it's a terrible thing. Like, that's using that as an example. If YouTube went under and, like, I couldn't do this anymore, it'd be like, oh yeah, suits you right, idiot, stupid. But then, like, picturing somebody else's YouTube channel as suddenly has the same dilemma phase. I'd be like, oh my god, it's terrible. It's like not right. That dude was awesome. that work? Guess I jumped too late, I don't know. I feel like we're moving faster. Well, I don't know, I died a bunch on Wendy. What the heck, dude? I like this level too, and it's making me just, I don't know. Alright. You guys like this work from home business? I've heard more often than not that people hate it. And I totally get that because all of our lives we're trained to go somewhere to do work. And so it just feels totally wrong to not. Ooh, I need you, sir. There's a Tanuker. Okay. Thank God that thing didn't hit me. Yeah, I don't like these colorful backgrounds that this All-Stars does. Between the boss arenas in Mario 2 and those weird, like, baby bricks in the background of these secret rooms here. It just doesn't seem right, you know? This lady I used to work with, she'd always be going off about some problem, and that's how she would end everything. She'd be like, you know. And be like, yeah, I guess I do know, now that you explained it to me. I don't know. I miss going places, though. That's part of the problem, too, I guess. Well, they always say that humans are not meant to be stationary. Supposed to be on the move and doing things. I'm not doing 6. That's the floaty red guy thingies. We'll just do 7. Just try to speed things up here. What the heck, man? Down and Y not working? Is there a leaf by chance? Aha! That was a weird noise. This video sucks, I'm really boring. Oh no, man, I told you things were not right. I should not be recording this right now, but oh well. Casual Mario nonsense, I guess. At least the Mario 2 stuff went over okay. I think. I don't know, it hasn't come out yet, but... I do want to do Sonic the Hedgehog 2 at least, and that Day of the Tentacle thing. Those I could do quickly. I don't know what the next big project is. I gotta get on Patreon and make a poll. That's part of the deal, and I haven't been doing it for a while. Hey, this was my favorite castle. It doesn't look as good. No grayscale bridges, red background's missing. So much for being an all-star. Oh, I wasn't sure I was gonna stay on that bridge. You know how bad it would hurt to belly flop on something bony like that? When Mario does? It's a video game, don't question. Where are we here? We're close to the end. That was, yeah, that's right, okay. 8. That's that thing that, in that Yoshi game, the Tetris Yoshi... Tetris Attack, yeah. For some reason, that clock dude's always like 8 every 2 seconds. I don't know what it's trying to say. Just go. I've taken a few hits, but I'm okay. I think. Don't. Okay, just go. Good. Yeah, jingle kind of brings a little life sometimes. People's parents. Let's talk about that some more as we do this diagonally moving thing. I think it's a selfish thing in my head, honestly, if I were to analyze this further. Because whenever I dream about friends' parents out of, like, guilt or something, just like another sleepover situation that never actually happened, it comes from missing those times as a kid where it was all about having fun. Just sleeping over your friend's house. What toys or games do they have that you could play with? Just play outside. And the parents, meanwhile, are just kind of like background figures that keep you fed, basically. You know? But through all of those times, you build up a respect for them. So that's another thing, like, I don't know, my best friend's parents that I used to see all the time. I haven't seen them in decades. You know, every now and then, I genuinely wonder, like, how they're doing. But then I think about it further, like, realistically, if that situation were to come up where I do see them again, like, what would you say? And you know what questions would come up. They'd be like, what are you doing? And then the shame would come up and be like, well, that's a little white lie I could tell to make this sound better. That's where the brain would go. Is there a thing like reversed... Wait, hold on, what am I trying to say here? Reverse empty nest syndrome? Like, you know how mothers get that? When their kids grow up and go away and they never come back home? Well, what happens if you are the kid? Well, that's just homesickness, I guess. But for places that weren't your home? I feel like that's kind of common, too. Most people tend to like something about their friend's house better than their own house when they're growing up. Even if it is just like to get away from your own parents or something. Every now and then. Ah, crap, that's right, he does the baby hop first. What am I doing? Failing these airships, failing at everything. He's so dumb. And he's going all the way to outer space, ground town. Don't make me go through the whole castle. Oh, wait, that's right. There's just... You know, one-up or something? No, the one-up is on one of the castle pegs. Yeah. You can only get it if you have a tail. We gotta do it, because he's gonna go up to the clouds, and then I do have to do the fortress all over again, which is... It's a nice fortress, but I don't want to do it again. So dumb. Like, even stuff like that, I feel like I had more patience when I was younger. Be like, oh, dang it, I lost, let's do it again. And now I'm like, oh, stupid, I'm not gonna do it again. Like, what else are you gonna do with that time? You might as well do it again. You know what else is weird? People of your lifetime that you remember being like the younger kids, like one of your friend's younger brothers or sisters. Since they were younger, you only really ever saw them when you were hanging out with your friends, right? You didn't really associate with them on a daily basis. So in your mind, they're always like the young one. They're supposed to be like 7 for eternity, right? So that, like, when time does its thing, as it always does, like a bitch, then, you see that they've grown up, and you're like, what the heck? You're supposed to be 7. I don't know. I guess I just liked when everything was in its proper place as I first knew it to be how it was. Stuff's not supposed to change. Can't be doing that. But we're in the snowland. Got some fire. It's very nice. Now I'm gonna play good because we got the ice physics enabled. Play well. That too. That would be fantastic. No deaths in World 6, all because of the ice physics. That'd be a first. But as I said last time, I do like them. The music seems less scary in this version. Those things in the background remind me of building gingerbread houses, which I only ever did. We did it in school one time in like 5th grade or 2nd grade. That's an evil task to do with a kid. It's like, how do you tell them not to eat the stuff before it's built? It's like, screw that, man. I'm biting this house, boy. But it's all about the time spent together. As he decorates the front door and you put the little gumdrops on the roof. And remember it forever. Remember it? Yeah, that too. So that like 30 years later, remember when we used to just make gingerbread houses and everything was so good? Yep. I remember going to the farm to pick out a Christmas tree, and the smell of pine in the air as the thing got put in that machine and the netting was wrapped in. That was a spectacle. Now everybody's sick. It's true. It's like that's never gonna happen. The only way it's gonna happen is if you make your own family. And is that even a good idea? I don't know. Sing songs. Oh, that I could grab. Oh, well. That's right, the Waffle Castle. Yeah, I know about you, Waffle Man. Star. Well, I'm not even gonna bother with a boom boom thing. Let's just get it done. Definitely not getting the boom boom kill, so yeah, this is way better. Well, at least I got it on the NES version, though. Why does that sound like a laugh? We're getting there, kind of. Is this a guaranteed hammer suit? Or is this just a whatever? Aha! That's not the guarantee, though. The guarantee is up ahead. Why would he put a guarantee on the box? I feel like we're, on the last of the menu items, so we gotta start using this junk. The backgrounds. I don't know, I just picture some dude waddling with a tuba. That'd be a fun way to live life. This level's kind of neat too, I always like this one. Just that duck slide, you know? Very nice. That's very gingerbread house looking. Look at that, those are graham crackers with frosting on them. Hey, look at this chump. Use one to get one, I see. The roundabout busy work. That's like going to work to get a paycheck to give to people to pay your bills just to do it again the next day. What's it all for, man? Like, what's that movie? It's Fight Club, right? He's just staring blankly. Dude, you killed the turtle. He better come back. He's not coming back. He's dead forever until I go in the pipe. That jerk with the block, man. Alright, we should be good now. Except there's the one on the left, though, too. And we need running space. As you do. Oh. Don't. Oh my gosh, really? This is the no-nonsense policy stuff that's being broken here, making me a little bit angry. Is it weird that working for yourself somehow seems more of a disgrace than working for somebody else? That's a random thought. I feel like you have to defend it more when it's your own thing. And people don't see it, whereas you'll be like, oh, I'm just doing this every day for this other guy and he pays me. Like, oh, that's a, what's the word? Upstanding, valiant, I don't know. Well, we don't need the items, so... This game is like as long as some of my randomizers. Skipping this crap, trying to speed it along here. Alright, we can't fail this. This is an easy fortress. At this point, I kinda wish I did use warps. It'd just be one and done. But that kinda defeats the purpose. It's just not good when you don't have much to say. Or a whole lot of bad things to say, too. Oh, jeez, don't mess up. We used the cloud. Oh, thank God. But we might still have to beat that level, because if we fail the airship like I've been doing, he could go beyond 7, and, well, I think I have a hammer, though. Do you guys talk a lot in real life? I tell you, it's hard to find things to say. Especially when you've said them already over like the past however many years. Perhaps it is time for a break. Speaking of that dude who went on hiatus, I don't know. Like, I don't want it to be, because it's a weird predicament I'm in right now. I have the typical work situation where it's like, if you don't work, you don't get paid. Similarly, since this is substituting as work, I mean, this video is a very poor example of that, but it's like if you don't make videos, you don't get paid. But that's a terrible way to be, because quality over quantity. But I guess this would be kind of better suited for a stream or something. Like, not everybody's live stream of gaming content is quality, right? It's just hanging out, really. I don't remember what the hammer suit looks like on the Super Nintendo. About to find out, though. I think. Okay, for some reason I got nervous that it was... Pretty neat, I guess. But once again, I think I might like it better on the NES. There's more white and black on there. This has like a yellow on it. Oh, and we lose it in almost the exact same spot. Oh, great. Whatever. Yeah, what's that one video I did? The 64 levels with infinite replay value or whatever? Like, that was a better video that was kind of more like work. But it doesn't go anywhere. Like, the only thing that goes anywhere is a Zelda randomizer. And that's probably just a matter of time, even. I used to watch a lot of lectures, college, university lectures and stuff, in my free time, just for something to get the brain going a little. I think I might be missing that a little bit. And the boo acne got me. This is the stupid castle. Where I do have a star, right? Somewhere in here. Yeah, in conjunction with all the stuff from the past or whatever. We're also learning. That's another thing that's worth mentioning here. A new ideas being planted into your head, whereas something like this, being stuck at home, doing the same old comfort zone routines, you're not learning crap. You're just getting dumber. Whoever like wrote that book, The Dumbing Down of America or something. But I know, like, the stuff... maybe I'm weird that I actually like research things, sometimes, depending on how it's presented. So, like, sometimes I would get sucked into those lectures, and be, like, super fascinated in whatever it was they were talking about. Like, the one lady going off about telomeres on the neurons in your head or something. Monty Mole. There was somebody going on about the shifting of the polar vortex or something, and I found that really interesting. And that's the kind of stuff, that's real world, that's pertinent crap that means something. If you go and study it and you do something with that knowledge, you're doing something for the world. It's not useless. Like, nobody can talk crap about that. Unlike something like this. So... jump button didn't work. Crap, where's it going? Sure enough. I do have a hammer though, I think. Yeah. Where does it want you to use that besides there, though? Is there something in World 7? There's that one thing in World 4, you need to bring a hammer from the previous worlds in. So, like, skip the whistle from World 2. Don't break that rock and bring it to World 4 so you can get that red mushroom house at the start. I forgot about it. Yeah, I mean, like, definitely the university days, that was a big part of it. going back to that, not really preparing for the setbacks and just kind of assuming that it's all going to pay off because you're doing well at what it is that you're supposed to be doing. That's that learning thing, man. That's all you did back in those days. With the expectation, of course, that you were going to use that stuff that you were learning going forward and apply it. So I think doing something like this YouTube gaming stuff, like, it's probably the worst possible thing that any one person could do in terms of brain functionality and keeping up to speed with learning crap. I mean, unless, of course, you take care of that on your off time. Just make sure you're constantly learning something. But as soon as you introduce something else, this YouTube business... I mean, once again, remember the very first Wind Waker randomizer when I was still working at a few jobs or whatever it was I was doing. And I was going on about the dilemma of YouTube versus real work. And like how you can't do both. Like, YouTube's either a hobby alongside a full-time job. Whoops. This is that level that I had to skip last time. Yeah, where you try to do the YouTube thing full-time at the expense of your real life. And even back then, I had so much trouble understanding the happy medium. And then life continued as it did. And I saw an opportunity to give this a chance full-time. I'm still kind of in that window, but mentally nothing's really gotten better, obviously. I mean, this video is shining proof of it. I don't know, it's just... I realize it's not a good time for anybody right now, because whatever people were working on, like I was saying before, it's like everything's put on pause. But at the same time, it doesn't have to be. Whoa, what the heck? Like, especially adult learning, that's what night courses are for, and online courses. Like, there's no excuse to not be doing that. Aside from the financial aspect, but even that's not really an excuse, because finances are make-believe anyway. Crap. Here we go again. I don't know if I have the tolerance. Let's not botch this up, please. That would be something if I lose this P-Wing. Actually, I think you have to bring a P-Wing into the stage in order to get into a pipe? Yeah, like, what's this do? Oh, this just goes... No, but there's that one full of coins up there. But they got this Koopa perfectly placed to mess you up. Just being very careful not to do something stupid. Here we go. I don't think I've ever actually done this. Because it's not really worth it, of course, but... Oh, yes, yes, let's get in there before the Koopas. This is the end of the stage, too, isn't it? I'm getting this M of coins. To think I was that close, all the failed attempts between the previous version and just the two just now. 3 if you count this one. It's done, so if the end card appears like it did to taunt me, there it is. Supposedly you do it, use it, whatever. I think that education stuff is kind of neat, though. When you think it's like all stuff that people discovered built on top of other discoveries, it's a cumulative effort. So it kind of just goes back to what people always say. It's like, it's amazing what people can achieve when they work together and stuff. So I think if I really were to think about it, what I do and am right now is like the literal thing that I hoped I'd never become by this age. But all the hate that's backed up behind that idea, the self-hatred or whatever, like it's all fueled by expectations that I learned in school. Oh, here we go. Let's see if we can get this first try. I messed this one up a bunch on the NES. But yeah, I think the world is full of interesting stuff and lots of cool things you could devote your time to. And I don't know that this is one of them. Like designing video games and stuff, yeah, obviously it's like super cool what games can do and things. But it does, like this kind of thing, and even just journalism, all that stuff, it seems like a very individualistic kind of thing. Like a look at me. It's funny too, because like if you talk to anybody, especially a teenager, especially nowadays too, talk to one nowadays, I'm sure they have a favorite YouTuber. And probably a lot of them want to do that when they get a little bit older, or they want to do it now. But I don't know that it's really the treat, I guess, that people would think. Like they always say, try to make the work that you do all fun. And so playing video games for a living is basically what it sounds like. But think of the maintenance required to keep that paying, I guess. I don't know. And like I said, just the stalemate of what are you doing on the side of that to further your brain, your cognitive abilities? But I guess any job could be the same way too, because at some point you plateau. And that's usually when you look for a different job. You try to do like a lateral move or anything that's gonna give you that momentum back. I don't know, something in the way we're brought up, I think we learn to be terrified of that plateau. Like, if the forward progression ever stops, you fail. The grandma fish are different looking. Well, yeah, I don't know that I'm necessarily saying anything. Just rambling nonsense, whatever comes to mind, really. This is one of those videos, I guess, where it's just a ramble session of stuff that I'm trying to figure out in my own noggin somewhere. In the hopes that just talking to nothing. Well, to you guys, I guess, but at this current moment, it's talking to myself in a closet. Yeah, just trying to see if any epiphanies come of the random nonsense. I'm just weird, man. Normal people don't behave like me, I don't think. Like, you shouldn't have to take every little thing in life and go home and think about it for, like, a whole week just to try to figure out what it means. Just be like, oh, that's what that is. Okay, I'm gonna do this now. Like, act all the time. Just keep acting. Why you gotta go sit and think about it? What's that gonna do? I don't know. It's annoying. Lobotomy, please. Maybe they had it right back in the days where they're like, that guy's acting weird, cut his brain. Now we're like, well, you gotta worry about his feelings. So maybe counseling. And some medication. Cut his brain a different way. Oh. Speaking of brain malfunctions, I knew what the enemy was gonna do and subsequently transitioned it to my fingers, even though part of me knew that that's not where I wanted Mario to be. And that's like a 20-page paper on that process. We're singing a song. Ah, well, we know the trick this time. Number 4, go in the door at the top, get the leaf. Oh. Wait a minute, what is this now? Wait, is this Tanuki suit? That's right, wow, I forgot about this. It's not just your ordinary leaf. You know, one of my fears too is when I make a video that's this ridiculous, that if I were in the process of trying to find an employer, like something I really want to happen, and they discover it and look at the video and they're like, yeah, we're not hiring you. Giving the statue a little bit of playtime because I keep losing the suit and not being able to use it. We're getting there, almost done. I mean, it's enjoyable. It's kind of like what I've said in several videos, it's what you bring to it. That's like what people always told me too. It's like, well, with that attitude, yeah. When you always say something like, oh, I'm never gonna... whatever, fill in the blank. I'm curious about that too, if that's more of a learned thing or if it's just a natural disposition. The tendency towards the pessimistic way of thinking. Because people act like it's all your fault, but like, what if it's just the way your brain naturally does things? No, it's not. It's how you train your brain. Maybe there's some truth to it, I don't know. That bugs me though, like everybody's always got a definitive, no, it's this. So really? You ever look at yourself in the mirror and be like, well, I don't know if what I'm saying is actual truth. Like, why is it? Why is it that the majority of people are so confident in themselves? Which one's the stupid... 8 was the one I was having trouble with, right? No, wait. Crap, it was this one. I don't remember what 8 is now. 8. Playing Tetris Attack again. Whoops. I was getting ready for that jump and I forgot there was another block though. There goes the Tanuki, yep. Just get there, do it please. Okay, we're good. There's a hidden Hammer Bro suit in this world somewhere. I don't remember what stage it's supposed to be in. It was something about going the left pipe when given a choice between 3. But I don't remember what stage that is. Let's see what 8 is. What is this nonsense? Oh, the piranha pipe one, yeah. That's this whole world. This won't be too bad, though. These tall pipes, though. What a mild frustration. You guys studying anything interesting? This guy is perfectly timed to be a nuisance. Watch, after all of this trial and error. Yep. It's because I put it out there with that attitude. We don't even have to do it. Screw that level. Oh yeah, this one. Whoops. Wasn't supposed to do that. It must just be something like the time put in by the time it gets to this world, combined with the slight increase in difficulty. I don't know. Wait, I have to keep going, don't I? I'm losing it, man. What's going on? That break is becoming more apparent. Or maybe it's just a bad day. I don't know. There's a way to get this flower even as Big Mario, the running duck. Yeah, it's not even worth trying. I think this kind of stuff too. An old game that everybody knows that you probably, your lifetime statistic of how many times you played it. Logic would say that you should be pretty decent at the game, right? So when you start to mess up and do stupid stuff and forget where things are, there's almost like no excuse for it. And especially when you know people that are in that same boat that logically are also good at the game from years and years of seeing and playing it. They're watching you fail. Then there's even less of an excuse or more of a reason to be livid with yourself or whatever. It always comes back to yourself. I don't know. It makes me wonder though, like I really am interested in psychology stuff. It's why I studied it. More so just to figure out like why are you the way that you are? Is it The Office? I don't know, man. For the past like 2 decades or so, I've been saying stuff that has just like shocked people that it's even something that would come out of my mouth. Not like attacks, but just ways of thinking. I don't know. And the only thing I could ever link it back to is like 7th grade, around that time. Because I had to get called in for a parent-teachers conference because my writing got real dark. It was like the time my parents got divorced or something. It makes me wonder, like now, it's like not a big deal at all. But back then, did it really have such an effect that it warped how my brain operates? And I don't even realize it because it's just the way that things have been. And is that why I'm so, like, radically negative compared to, like, what anybody ever expects? I don't know. Strange. I think it's also just like a general strategy. Like if you expect the worst. Wait, is this the... Well, it's 3 pipes, but you can only go down the middle one. Weird. What was I saying? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yoshi! What a weird mouth. Who is this? Ludwig? He's a chunky piece of something too. Shakes the ground. I think if education was free, things would be a lot different. But the quality of the education might also be... Not that it's... well, I don't know. I think it's just weird that you go through all of that time where education is all that you do. Because you're just like stuck in school and you have no choice about it, really. Like all that time, you're told that you have all the time in the world to think about it, and I don't know, then all of a sudden it just creeps up on you. And next thing you know, you're in like a different decade of life, and it seems like there's no time. Like, everything should have been figured out ages ago. It's the same old story. Like, find, like, I don't know, 35 other videos of mine. In some fashion or another, I go on about this time dilemma. I think it's gonna be with me until the end of time. Ludwig is dumb. Don't be freezing me in place and being dumb. Bucktooth idiot. That's every airship, right? Except for the first one and I think 4 that I've failed on. Man. I suddenly don't really like Mario Brothers 3. But it's all the stuff that I'm bringing to it again. Like everything I've been saying this whole video. That's why. It has nothing to do with the quality of the great game itself. It's the attitude that's being brought to it. Combined with all those other expectations and woulda, shoulda, coulda, what ifs, you should be doing this. All that nonsense. Mario World. I'll make sure not to record that game unless I'm like super happy. And it's gonna be multi-parts, because it's a long game and it's a happy adventure. I think I'm gonna stay up all night. Just wait for the post office to open. I had a terrible night's sleep. Maybe that could be playing into this too. Because the gutter on the side of my apartment, something's up with it. I'm gonna let them know. Because it's leaking onto this lower, like, decorative metal roof thing that's just on, like, some decorative piece of the place to make it look nice from the road. And that piece is right behind the wall that I sleep on. So the thing just drops these huge drops and it's like, dong, 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 right behind my head all night long. If it is even, like, slightly raining outside. It's impossible to... I don't know. I got up and I was, like, punching the bed, freaking out. I don't know. That should have been the indicator to kind of step away for a little bit, regroup. That's all it takes? Why did we fail so bad? I guess when he gets you in the stun lock. Well, we're there. We're home free, World 8. We know it's not too bad. We got P-Wings if we really want to just hustle. Loud car going by again. That's another thing that happens a lot. It's even louder when the roads are wet. I'm telling you, man. Last night was terrible. It's like all the stuff that I'm thinking about that I've been telling you this video, combined with those just like mild annoyances while I'm trying to sleep, just exhausted. Ha ha ha! King of the Koopa. With arms crossed, all tough, yeah. Let's get it done! Shouldn't be too bad. If you're still here, I'm sorry. I wonder how my counselor's doing. I haven't seen her in like a year because I lost my insurance and like had to stop. But with all the virus stuff, like I wonder is she even seeing clients face to face? How does that work? See, that's another thing though, the change of doctors. Time's always gonna do its thing. Good doctors are gonna get old and die, and they're gonna have to be replaced. I just don't understand how this time thing's supposed to be good, other than like growing trees and stuff. Maybe at the end there's just a magic epiphany that's like implanted in your head, whether or not you would have eventually understood it on your own. It's like, yeah, you had a nice try, you failed. This is what it all meant. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah, I really remember when these tanks were so hard. Now it's like the easiest thing in the game. Do you guys play games the same way every time? Even like maybe down to the same inputs, like the light touches, the baby jumps, the long jumps. I think that all falls into that comfort zone thing. I want to see that. I want to know the study. That might be something to look up. The differences in the brains that are predisposed to spend too much time in comfort zones versus the people who get on with it and try new things. Like what's the brain differences there? I want to know. I'm very interested in that kind of thing. And then you take all the academic vernacular out of it and replace all the words with common sense, street talk. I think what you have is the successful people versus the mama's boys. Because is it not the same as like just wanting to be coddled in your blanket? Doing the same thing over and over again, not, yeah, the comfort zone thing. I don't know. Just trying to figure it out in my own brain without any research. As you do. But isn't it funny, though? Doesn't it make you think that there's a guy right now, somewhere on this planet, sitting in a closet, trying to figure out what life all means and why it's terrible? Like, on a normal occasion, you wouldn't ever stop to think twice that that's happening right now. Something you might think about is like, hey, people are doing it right now. That comes to mind a lot. Especially like in those situations where you're like, I could be anywhere right now and I'm here. That's usually the first thing that my brain is like, there's people having sex right now. And it's true. Any second of the day you say that, it's true. Somewhere, it's happening. Because that's supposed to be the ultimate pleasure, right? Like, there could be no better thing. You can't complain if that's happening. But you can, technically, depending on the hour. What are we talking about? Man, we've just, I don't know. Could have made that. Why did I pull back? To take a wrench to the forehead, that's why. Even that level is not really that bad, even once you lose the leaf. And we're there! I don't know if you heard that, but... yeah, I really gotta talk to the maintenance people. My toilet is making a bunch of crazy noise. Wow, look at all the foliage back there. That didn't exist. This was just a black screen in the background. What the heck? That was weird. It's kind of a little bit of a rhythm to it. Actually, speaking of grayscale levels too, I wonder if this next stage is going to be all gray like it used to be. I don't think it is. No, it's not. It's just that unique touch, you know? It makes you remember the stage, and then they just get rid of it. Can't all be winners, I guess. Actually, speaking of levels, as of recording this, which actually is not going to be too far after the fact for you guys, because I'm no longer super far ahead on videos. In fact, I'm going to be falling behind and probably doing like every other day uploads or something. I mean, after this is gone, I really need to like sit and think more seriously about, am I mentally prepared to record right now? But, the levels thing. GoldenEye Xbox Live was leaked or whatever, that Grassloo guy who's really good at all the shooting games. Hopefully nothing happens for him releasing the footage. I don't really know the story of how he obtained it. But yeah, it's kind of neat to see. I just kind of skimmed through the video to see the texture overhauls of each level. And it's pretty much... oh my gosh, really? I have leaves though. Could remedy that. It's no different than the Perfect Dark remaster, really. Where some of the textures you're like, oh yeah, that does look a lot better, and other ones you're like, yeah, I like the original more. Still would have been cool for it to have come out. I mean, I would have missed it, not having owned an Xbox at the time. Still, to this day, I have not played, other than a very, very brief trial thing of the very first level of the Perfect Dark Xbox Live Arcade, or the one that's on Rare Replay, if you want to think of it that way. So, yeah. But I would imagine somehow that thing is going to come out for people to play. Illegally, of course, probably, but I don't know. The internet achieves random things with gaming. I'm actually in a mood right now in regards to those two games where I do think I like GoldenEye more at the moment, but Perfect Dark's still like my favorite of all time. But when I was making that other video that has GoldenEye's Cradle as the thumbnail, I don't know, I had fun playing it in widescreen or whatever, and being like, oh yeah. And because it wasn't a randomizer like I've been doing of that game. There's another set of games that's just like that, where it's like one or the other, but they're both good depending on what mood you're in. I can't remember what it is though. I guess really any game that has a sequel, or a spiritual successor even. Actually, speaking of being in the mood for stuff too, with the way my commentary these past couple long videos here of these Mario games has been so lazy, it kind of feels more like something that would be better suited for streaming, like I said, and I keep on saying I want to get into that. So if I could just figure out like a makeshift setup for now, and just do something kind of lazy like Mario Kart or something, that could be an option. But I don't know, I think I'm in the throes of whatever tends to attack me on a fairly regular basis, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of just a waiting game for it to pass, but... Can this destroy the waffles? Or is that only the Tanuki statue? Yeah, I guess so. Well, we're here. If you made it this far, we're getting it done. Felt a little bit like work, didn't it? Just sitting through it. Or maybe more like a lecture. Dang it. Come on. Those Bowser paintings back there. It's a weird mouth. Has there ever been a game, like look at the background, how many pillars there are? Has there ever been a game where the castle actually felt like that huge, that many pillars? Like, there's no end to this hallway? What did they do to the music? I mean, it has its own little quality to it, but man, I think overall it's worse than the original song. Oh, what the heck? Did they change his programming too, or am I just being dumb? I thought as soon as he leaps, he's going to where you were when he began the leap. We seem to be following you. Oh, we got another chance at the hammer bro thing. It would be fun to beat him with that. At least they didn't really change the orange bricks. They may have changed the chocolate donuts, but... Ah! Man, let's just get it done. This has been a sorry display of everything. Some of you guys kept on asking me to do games like this that I have stories about my dad and stuff to get him on board. But I've already asked him a long time ago to do Mario World with me, and he said no, like instantly. In such a way that it's like, it's always gonna be no. I don't think it would be that great of a thing anyway. It would be cool just for preservation's sake, but... How did that not hit me? Well... Yeah, he's definitely going to where I'm from. I don't know. I don't remember him doing that. Are we losing this again? See, when I was a kid, I used to just duck. And I remember somehow that was a way to avoid damage, and it seems like here... There are certain... Like, I should be dead, based on the way it looked. There it is. Hey, a totally new princess sprite. Her hair looks wet. Like it's too tiny and not poofy enough. Thank you, bye-bye. Yeah, wow. I apologize for everything in this video. This was a rough one. But I still want to do Sonic the Hedgehog 2 and Day of the Tentacle, at least. I think the ending of this might be a little bit different. Overall, I do prefer the NES version of this game, I think. Even with its, like, glitchy sides of the screen and stuff. Yeah, that's a different picture. Desert Hill? Speaking of Sonic. Green Hill. They named them different. Everything was something land. Seaside. Yeah, we don't have the different froggy sprite. Big Island, yeah. The sky, in case you didn't know. Iced land, like an iced frappe, iced coffee. It's just a minor Castle of Koopa. Minor interesting thing, but yeah, I don't know. They're both good, but I think NES is the way to go. Thank you guys if you made it this far. And try to not make something this rough again. But thanks again. Take care.